Welcome to Psychological Warfare. I am the présentatrice by the name of Siggy Star. Stay tuned as we talk about today's latest topic. So please forgive me. I'm trying to switch my energy right now because with this channel, it is more of a feminine energy that I'm embodying versus my other channel that I have, Positive Continent News, in which I'm more in my masculine energy. So please bear with me. Today's topic is politeness versus kindness. So I would like to equip people with tools about how to or for navigating a world full of manipulation tactics. This is basically the aim for this channel and just help people avoid getting manipulated, especially kind-hearted, empathic people who usually are the victim of these tactics. Like myself, I grew up being manipulated in different forms. So when you grow up in it, you start recognizing it little by little. So since at this point, you can say I'm a pro, I want to equip people with the tools. And in a kind of respect, I had to learn how to tap into being manipulative and playing the game myself if I want to thrive. So when I'm saying being manipulative, it's like a survival tactic in a way to thrive in certain environments that I possibly will share more about that later. But in this case, let's continue with the topic. So politeness is more of a skill, this is in my opinion, that is learned. It is socialized for people to usually be more tameable or be able to there. It's like a groomed version of people. This is how you groom yourself in public to be easier to digest. And a lot of the times people are more polite just because it's a part of the job. It's a skill that they need, and or they need something or they want something from a particular person, whatever, group of people, etc. Whereas being kind is more about your heart space. It is who you are at the core, and it is, I think, inherent in that particular person. Some people are just kind-hearted, and some people just aren't. So you can say it is something that you're born with, in a sense, because kindness and politeness are not the same. And people can be kind-hearted and not polite. And this is where things can get blurry, because if you're a kind-hearted person, but you're not socialized or you don't groom yourself to be polite, you might get demonized because you're not grooming yourself in a sociable way to be liked, right? And you might be the kinder of the kind-hearted person is usually the actually at the core, the more, I don't want to say the better person, but the kinder person, the closer to the angelic realm person is the best way I can define it. Whereas the polite person would maybe be put on a pedestal because they're sociably polite, even if their ways and character are not decent, you can say, and they are not kind-hearted at all. Things can get fuzzy. A lot of times, very kind-hearted people are demonized because they are not making themselves palpable in the social setting or to the public to be more digestible. They might be more blunt. They might do things that are not socially acceptable as being polite, like they might not introduce themselves to everybody in the room or start conversation. They might be more reserved, but once you get to know them, they'll open up, and they will do, when you get to know them, you'll see them do some very beautiful things for other people, maybe even you. I wanted to give these tools there. It's not really long. I'm still feeling out the channel, but I definitely wanted to do this. It's been a long time coming when it comes to talking about these topics, because it's people who really need help out here, who get taken advantage of, who get confused. And I'm going to say this disclaimer probably at the end of every video I film. How to know somebody really likes you for you and isn't for you is when you tell them no and give them boundaries. Do they still perform at the same capacity? Do they still respect you? Do they still like you? If the answer is no, that person's not for you. Putting up boundaries is a protective thing for you, and it should never be a problem for people who really care for you and like you. But I do hope that today these tools that I gave you is helping you or will help you understand that being polite versus kind is not the same. Being polite is a skill that people usually have to do either for a job position and or something that they want, versus being kind has to do with your heart space that is more than likely innate in you. And they are not interchangeable as people try to make it seem, because you might not be the most polite person, but your heart is what's beautiful. You might tell the brutal truth, you might even curse a little bit, etc. You might be a little bit standoffish, but at the core of your heart, you are a kind person. So be blessed. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm so excited to take this journey with you. It's been a long time coming to share this aspect of myself. And I'll see you all soon. Links to my other channel will be in the description box, as well as contact info if anybody wants to collab in the very near future. So until next time, bye fam.